The Miami Open is now through rounds 3 and 4 on the women's side. So let's go back and review those rounds by going over the good, the bad, and the ugly. Going to get started, as always, with the good, and I'm going with Caroline Garcia. Another good showing here in rounds 3 and 4. She gets by Naomi, Osaka, and then Coco Gauff, beating two former U.S. Open champions, beating Gauff down in Miami, where she now lives. So big things there for Garcia. Now she has a great chance now in the quarterfinals to keep advancing on here, where she plays Danielle Collins. And I will say Collins does own this matchup here, as she is 3-0 against Garcia all time. So we'll see how that all plays itself out. Few honorable mentions here, though, too, also for the good that I want to give shout-outs to. Want to give a shout-out first to Jessica Pegula. She's somebody who's been having a rough 2024 so far. Obviously, everybody saw the news when her and her coach split up. She's got a new coaching. Now starting to tie some things together here. She's into the quarterfinals in Miami as she wins in rounds 3 and 4. So nice to see for Pegula there. Also want to give a shout out to Aryna Sabalenka. I know she exited this tournament in round 3, but still, we all saw the news in the lead up to the Miami Open, what was going on in her personal life. Not an easy situation to be in. The fact that she played through this tournament, I give her a lot of kudos there, because that's not an easy thing to do. So this wasn't really so much about wins or losses for Sabalenka. Just the fact that she was able to go out there and play with everything going on was something special, I thought. So just wanted to give her a little shout out as well. Now let's continue on with these categories here. Now let's get into the bad, and I'm going with Qinwen Zheng. Of course, Zheng having a pretty good year here in 2024. We all remember what she did in the Australian Open, where she made a run to the finals, losing to Aryna Sabalenka. But now here in this Miami Open, had a pretty decent draw, left a lot of meat on the bone, in my personal opinion, here in this tournament. I thought she really had an opportunity to make a run here, and she loses to Victoria Azarenka in round 3. Azarenka, of course, very accomplished and whatnot, but still, big opportunity left there for Zheng. Now let's go on here to the ugly, and I'm sure you guys shouldn't be surprised at who this is today. Iga Swiatek losing in round 4. I mean, Iga's been pretty good here in 2024. Let's look at her numbers here so far. She's had wins in Qatar, semifinals in Dubai, wins Indian Wells. Really, that only bad showing was in the Australian Open. Now she has her second bad showing here of 2024, as she loses to Katrina Alexandrova. And Alexandrova is somebody who gives Iga Swiatek fits, so not overly surprised at this loss, given all the tennis that Iga's had to play recently after winning Indian Wells. Coming into this Miami tournament, tough draw, ended up being in Miami with Noskova, then having Alexandrova in back-to-back nights. But nonetheless, we expect a little bit more out of the world number 1. So that's the way I saw rounds 3 and 4 going down here in this Miami Open. We'll have continued coverage of the event right here, so make sure you guys continue to check that out.